in America. Samsung. First and foremost, I will say this. Every television that I own is a Samsung TV. Every single television. You know why? Because the color, the quality, also the technology.
Oh, yes.
Is so easy to use. Now, speaking of tech, Craig Smith is here. He's our tech expert, brings us a lot of great ideas, including this brand that so many of us trust for some of our best moments, right? The moments in front of the TV, when you're watching movies with the family, sports during the, kind of sports seasons. Today, we're gonna give you the opportunity to get anywhere from a 43-inch television to the large 85-inch television that you're seeing right here in the studio. And we have it for you at a holiday weekend deal price, starting at $399.98, going up to $1599.98. By the way, Craig Smith, I will tell you, that is the best price I've seen on an 85-inch TV.
Yes.
Let alone one that has 1 billion pixels in it.
Well, that's the Samsung difference. You mentioned every TV in your house is a Samsung.
Yeah.
Every TV in my house is a Samsung as well. It's the technology they put into their TVs. This is the debut of having this model on the air. The DU8000 has dynamic crystal ultra high def. Why do you care about that technology? The colors are spectacular. So if you look at comparable models of televisions, this Samsung DU8000, this TV generates 1 billion different shades of colors compared to about 16 million for other brands. If you think about all the different skin tones, all the different reds and pinks and blues and greens, the color accuracy on this television is spectacular. You combine that with this super air slim design and the Samsung TV Plus app, which gives you a 350 plus channels of free stuff. Yeah, this is the reason this brand is #1 time after time again.
We're going to put the information up on the screen so that you can decide on the size that you're picking up today. We have what's called an Easy Pay breakdown. It's going to go across the bottom of the screen. But E22127 is your item number. The 43-inch, you're getting home at a holiday weekend deal price of $399.98 or $80 on Easy Pay. We only have 100. If you want the 50-inch, that one's coming home for $449.98. Your Easy Pay is just $100, but I only have 6 dozen for the whole country. If you want the 55-inch, that's coming home for $106 and change on Easy Pay. We have 2 dozen. Right over here, this is the 65-inch. If you want that one, it's coming home for $130 on Easy Pay. Now, it's very popular already. That one, we did bring up more in. We only have 100 left. Oh my gosh.
Of the 65?
Yeah.
Wow.
If you want the 75-inch, it comes home for $200 on Easy Pay. I have 6 dozen. And if you want the 85-inch, this is the one that everybody wants.
Yeah, this is the big one.
We have 2 dozen. We have 24 for all 50 states.
That's not a lot.
That's less than 1 per state. Right?
Both the Dakotas get one.
Yes, exactly. E22127 is your item number. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why I love Samsung so much, right? Yes. The technology and the menu is really cool.
Yes, the whole interface. They call it their Tizen interface. What makes this really cool, Alberti, is this is the way we watch television nowadays, right? We don't just sit there and go, oh, I want to stream this or I want to plug this into the back of my television. It's all this functionality of what you want to watch. And what Samsung does a spectacular job at is to give you the ability to stream so many different things, so many different options that you have available. So if you want to pay to get that Netflix subscription and Amazon Prime, everybody does this. But over here to the left, this is the big game changer right here, Samsung TV Plus. Unlike all those other subscription services which keep increasing their prices time after time again, Samsung TV Plus is completely free. Over 350 free channels to stream, including, I don't know, maybe QVC's on there, maybe HSN is on there, tons of live TV content, and thousands of movies and television shows that you have and you don't pay a dime for. Look at all the titles that we have right here, QVC, HSN, and if I go into the breakout of the channels, there's 20 different movie channels that are totally free available on this Samsung TV Plus app. There's 24 channels dedicated to action and drama, 23 channels dedicated to reality TV, 28 channels to home and food. The list goes on and on and on. This is part of the Samsung experience. It does not cost you a dime. It's already on your TV the first time you turn it on.
E22127 is your item number. I know that a lot of people search and they look for search terms on the TVs. You can search for yourself, right? Check it out for yourself. we've got an awesome value for you, and the fact that we're sending it to you with free shipping today saves you an additional cost there that many people, would have to incur. Or, Craig, here's the other thing I think about. I can't put an 85-inch television in the trunk of my car, right?
I don't know what kind of car you have, Alberti, but probably not.
Probably not.
Yes.
No way. This gets delivered right to your front door.
Yes.
They're super, super slim, so you can hang them on a wall. You could place them on a console. I personally love the design, Craig, where it gives me the 2 different feet, right? Because the thing is, it feels more stable for me.
Gives you more stability.
Yeah.
Neat little thing about that too, Alberti, there's 2 different slots as well. So depending on the piece of furniture that you have, you could have these extra wide or closer together. So if you do have a smaller piece of furniture, you might be able to fit that 85. And you can get those measurements. They should be on QVC.com.
And by the way, here's the thing, right? Like, it's loaded with features because it's from the #1 selling TV brand in America.
Yeah, it starts with that crystal ultra high def, that brilliance of color. And then look at how skinny this television is. Virtually no bezel whatsoever, sits nearly flush against the wall. The design is absolutely brilliant. Adjustable height on those feet as well. That Crystal ultra high def processor, what that does for you, Alberti, there's a ton of 4K content out there, but if you're watching some older content, it'll boost all of that to 4K. The dynamic crystal color, so you see a billion different shades. That's a real breakout right there of what goes on into the panel of this television set. They use warm and cool LED lighting. The reason that makes a difference, all those colors, all the brightness, all the sharpness you want to see. There's a reason these guys are #1.
Yeah.
The picture is absolutely
Come on over
brilliant.
here. I want everyone to see this,
sure.
right? Like, so when you look at the footage, right? Look at how crystal clear and high def it is. Now, I'm going to put the Easy Pay breakdown on the screen for you so that you can see the pricing and what we have available for you. Here's what I want you to know. We have 43-inch all the way to 85-inch, but if you want the 43-inch, we now have 6 dozen remaining for the entire country. $80 gets it home on Easy Pay, and remember, you get free shipping, and it's delivered right to your door. Perfect for like a guest room,
43.
perfect for right, like an office, any situation like that. The 50-inch, that comes home for $100. We have 5 dozen to go around. If you want the 55-inch, now you're thinking about like smaller apartments, your city living, bedrooms. We have 10 remaining. That's not going to be here in the next hour or so. If you want the 65-inch, now that's the most popular. We have fewer than 100 to go around there. That comes home for $130. Wait, hold on one second. I can't see that far. $130 on Easy Pay.
We can see the monitors, but
I can
right.
see
With
the
that-
monitor.
with
I
that
cannot see
font,
that
it's
number.
kinda like
All right.
this.
The 75-inch, if you want that one, that's the one. That's when you start getting into like bigger, great rooms. That's the one when you get into like
Open
the
floor
man
plan
cave.
kind of place. Yep.
We have 6 dozen to go around. That comes home for $200 on Easy Pay. And if you want the 85-inch, we'll bring you back over there. We have 2 dozen remaining. $320 gets it home. I'll also let you know we have special financing, 9-month special financing. If you do that with your Q card, your Easy Pays go from about $44 to $178 over the next 9 months.
Sure. Now, you talked about the 85 and the way you measure the TVs.
Yeah.
You're going to go diagonally from corner to corner. So if you have an older TV from 5 or 10 years ago, if you look at the Air Slim design on the DU8000, there's virtually no bezel on this TV. You can see the bezel itself is thinner than my thumb. So if you're looking at the space you have now, and if you have an older 75 or an older 65 that has a thicker bezel, that TV would take up much more space. This is just diagonally from corner to corner, Alberti, so skinny. So you may be able to get a bigger screen in a place that you didn't think you could get it.
Now listen, if you're wondering like what size do I get, here are all the different sizes in a living room setting. So there's the 43-inch, right? And you can see the scale and the size. There's the 50-inch. You can see again the scale and the size. What does your room look like? The 55-inch, we were talking about that as the bedroom, right?
Perfect
TV.
size
A lot
for
of people
bedroom,
pick that up for the bedroom. Then we go to the 65-inch. This is the one that everybody puts over their fireplace, right? You got that family room, that living room with the fireplace. That's where you put the 65-inch. Then we have the 75-inch. This is when you're getting into the family room. People are hanging out. This is when you're watching the big game. And then, of course, the 85-inch. That's like the movie theater experience that everybody wants to build into their home.
Yeah.
Because, you know, hey, listen, 4 years ago, we all learned we like watching movies at home. We like hanging out with family. We like being together in a comfortable space with the microwave and the fridge and everything right behind us, right in the kitchen. Now, you can see how thin this is.
Look at how skinny that television
Have we ever
is right
presented
there.
a skinnier TV?
Not that I know
don't
of.
think so.
Samsung's come out with some really skinny TVs, but this Air Slim design here.
That's his thumb.
Yeah, that's my thumb.
Do we have a
thumb.
ruler in the studio? I feel like I want to like totally use a ruler to show this.
Not much space. But you know why that matters, Alberti? Of course it looks cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat. But now the TV, when you wall mount it, it doesn't really hover over the entire room.
Yeah.
It doesn't take over the space. It sits nearly flush against the wall as if it's a picture on the wall. But yet when you get these bigger screen sizes, like you said, movie night, award night is at your house. The huge game, have everybody come over. And with this crystal UHD, this crystal dynamic UHD that Samsung puts together, Alberti.
This is insanity.
Yeah, look at how skinny that is.
Wait, what is that? I can't even. Is this? It's
about
slightly.
a 1/4 inch.
It's slightly bigger than a 1/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
It's slightly bigger than a 1/4 of an inch, friends. My gosh.
And by the way, that's the 85. We're showing that's the 85-inch screen. That's that razor skinny. So don't think I can't put an 85 in my space, because a lot of homes you can because of these thin designs.
So remember I said the 55-inch wasn't going to be here for the next couple hours?
Is it gone already?
It's sold out.
Okay.
What do we have left? We have the 43-inch television, 4 dozen. The 50-inch television, 5 dozen. The 65-inch television, 6 dozen. Last time I gave you an update, it was 100. The 75-inch television, 6 dozen. The 85-inch television, which, by the way, this one, you know, listen, I know you need the space for it, right? I know you need the space for it. If you have the space for it, this is the best price on an 85-inch television, okay? $1599.98, that's outrageous. Most of them are in the 25, 35, 4,500 price range.
Easily, yes.
Tell me why, though, Samsung, this model, a billion colors, how we can do it, right?
It's that dynamic crystal ultra high def that you have. So the lighting that Samsung uses on their TVs, kind of unique compared to everybody else. They use warm and cool LED lights on their TV that gives you better brightness, it gives you better contrast, but the color, that's what makes the big difference, Alberti.
So crazy.
The brilliant colors that you get no matter what you're looking at, a billion different shades. When you compare this model of Samsung to other brands,
oh, look, there I am.
Area, there's Alberti. Look at that.
I was saying to Craig, I said, I'm never anywhere on this app.
There he is. At home with Alberti. We'll get that up.
There
it
it
is.
is.
A billion shades of color. Most other brands on this model line will get you about 16 million colors, which means you don't get the proper skin tones. You don't get the right color red, the right color green. On this TV, yes, you do.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
And by the way, a smart TV, all you need to do is hook it up to your Wi-Fi system in your home.
You're good to go.
If you have an HDMI cable, you could plug it in the back as well. And the remote, by the way, show the remote.
Solar cell remote.
Yes, yes, this is so cool.
Samsung estimates that they've saved over 200 million AA batteries because there's no batteries with this remote at all. It records itself. Look at Alberti.
Wait, this is life size.
It recharges itself
This is
with the solar panel.
exactly the right, look. It is exactly the same size.
That's what the world needs. More Alberti. If we could get Alberti watching Alberti, that's how you
hear that programming? No, okay, listen. If you wanted, today's your day to pick it up. 43-inch, 50-inch, 55 inches sold out. 65 inches super popular, and I want to give you an update on how many we have left of those, Mike. Yes, 65 inch, 6 dozen. We have 75 inch and 85 inch. Utilize the Easy Pay or use your Q card and get special financing. You can get it home in 9 months special financing from $44 to $178. Craig Smith, you are a gentleman and a scholar.
Enjoy the rest of the holiday
I love saying
week.
that to Craig Smith.